Financial Argument. Follow us on YouTube.
Hello, hello, hello. It's time once again for Truth About Markets with Max and Stacy on Resonance 104.4, 104.4 FM in London. Hey, the Stone Roses have a new track out. All for one. On for all. We're from Manchester, and we are the best rock and roll group ever to exist in the history of the world, and we got a new single out. Have you heard it?
How can I not have heard it? It's on the radio all the time.
Well, it's on BBC Radio 6. You know, that's the only thing that this country has done in the last 20 years that's worth anything is BBC Radio 6, of course. Now, who listened to the world premiere of Radiohead? They did all 9 or 10 tracks, you know, on the radio there. You know, I'd never really heard, you know, I didn't really know who Radiohead was from Zippy to Pinhead. And, but yeah, then I remembered that some of the music that they had there. But they're no Stone Roses, I can tell you that.
Well, I'm going to withhold comment until John Cooper Clarke's show tomorrow. He's the original on Radio 6, even though Radio 6 is the number 2 radio station in the UK. Of course, number 1 is Resonance 104.4 FM. And John Cooper Clarke. He's the man from Salford. He's going to tell us whether it's good or not.
Well, he plays a lot of 50s American doo-wop and things from the old rock and roll catalog, which I noticed. Which is interesting. Then I think Iggy Pop's got a show there as well, which is pretty good. And the guy from Jarvis has got a show. The guy from Peaky Blinders, he was sitting in to doing a show. Of course, that music was the Bad Seeds, Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. They do the music for Peaky Blinders, which is a good show. Talking about up in Birmingham. Post World War I, the Peaky Blinders were a gang that had little razors in their caps and blinded people and whatnot. It's a very atmospheric, brilliantly shot, lit, directed, written. I said that. Yeah, it's good. It's back on. That's nice. I'm glad to see some decent TV coming out of this place.
Well, you might not know it, but this is the Truth About Markets. Resonance 104.4 FM. Max, of course, is talking about the entertainment industry, which is a giant market. It's a copyright industry.
Well, what about that show in France now, Marseille, with Gerard Depardieu? I was reading a review of it. They're trying to get into this, you know, these TV shows in America on cable, like The Sopranos or House of Cards on Netflix. So the French decided, hey, we want to get in on this game. So Netflix got in, and they produced this show Marseille with Gerard Depardieu, and you know, we saw the first episode. You know, it's as somebody said, it's so bad it's good. You know, it's kind of, you know, it's not up there with these other shows, but it's somewhat amusing, I guess.